Hello, 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 all my lovely lads and lassies. My name is Almanak, and welcome back to Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club. Enough chit chat, let's get into it! Sunset, bubbles, alone, peaceful, marriage, swimsuit, awesome, cheeks, the sunset, two-tone, horror, scars. If I click this and Yuri jumps up, it might prove my theory in the last episode. Yeah, I feel like Sayori also has a lot of things about her that are, it's very subtle, but they're there. Let's do despise. Dark. Disaster. Let's do imagination. Misfortune. Wrath. Explode! Oh, Yuri. Nibble! Inferno! Shame! 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 Destiny. Agonizing. Comfort. Oh, they have crimson and lust on this one. I'll go with crimson. Love. Essence. Yeah. Alrighty. Aw, man. What? I'm the last one here again? Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yes! Haha. You don't seem too confident with that answer. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Well, again, starting off sentences with well. Remember that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival. You didn't seem all excited last time we spoke. It's gonna be great. Huh? Yeah, me too. Me too, Monica. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's the whole day of school where we're gonna go play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Squid? Yeah, that's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because you're right, it's right in your name. Monica. What? That's not how you say it at all. First of all, how'd she say it? She said Mon-Ika? Also, that joke makes no sense in the translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's. Oh, anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down. Siri! I will drown you in the tub like Andrea Yates, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
I'll need to access your health data. You can enable that in settings.
I'm turning her off. There. Hey, Siri. Why did it take me so long to do that? You were spacing out again. She's been doing that a lot lately. Sorry. Don't mind me. You go walk and talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't that be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. It's fine, see? Siri shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I weirdly glance at Siri before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been prepared for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Lord, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but... Oh, my voice is getting so dry. Like, past 3 episodes, this included, I have not stopped playing this game. It's so good! Can you blame me? Oh, Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser around up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking. The one asking you, Lord. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Lord. You certainly know a lot about her than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe it's just as hard a time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Lord. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Oh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. And it's an extra light that is turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always full of sunshine. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different nowadays. That's always been. You're so funny, Lord. Maybe maybe you always be seen her as be so cheerful. I swear I don't do this on purpose, guys. I'm just this illiterate because that's how she is when she's all around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. I don't know anyway. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her so it's not to think about it for now, okay? All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. I think this is where not even this, like it's slowly been gradually leading up to this on... Because when you open this game, it says it has a depression and anxiety warning. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, but I have to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh on me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. I mean, it happens all the time when the mood of one person it spreads. It changes everybody's changes everybody's mood. That's why you leave your personal shit out the door in the workplace. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away as quickly as I flustered a look at her face. I realize that she won't be getting anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. Yeah! By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that was what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot. And it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't even do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who are willing to share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'll be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she just seems a bit off today. But when I went to ask her about it, she didn't seem to want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps... Holy Lord, my throat. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Lord, the world is full of meaning, are often hidden deep beneath the plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going on the inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Ear itches! I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. Man, each girl in this class is like asking like, oh, do you like this person more? Oh, you do like her? Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. But it's just sad. Like, well, I mean, I kind of like you. Oh, you do? And it's like, oh, but then you like her. And like, oh, it's like, oh, Is this a tricky game? Oh! I like Yuri the most. I'll just lay that pipe on the floor right now. I like Yuri the most. Is that the right expression? I'm not sure if I used that right, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are told even to themselves. Even you, as someone as honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think, that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me way too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should not be taking my mind off of this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. Did I say that? Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time linear any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, and the kind with a filter inside. Can I hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electronic kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk, and then we'll get to some water. She walks past me and sets a kettle down on the teacher's desk. She gently rubs her shoulder against mine as she passes. Oh, the sensual touching. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. I really, really enjoy this sort of... My mic! Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Long legs, you say? Yeah, buns and ties. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Well, yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling a water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's the kind of one person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Lord in club activities? My mouth gapes. A little sass coming from Yuri there. Barnacles. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Lord. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Lord, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head, and your mind turns the light rain shower into a hurricane. Oh, why is this game speaking to me right now? I literally just been going through this. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Lord, I really like being friends with you. I knew you wanted to say something else, didn't you, Yuri? Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Yeah, I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. This music. Lord, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets a temperature in the kettle at 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less than what I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. Ooh-ooh. Shut up. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. And I decided that I should try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. God, Yuri. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Lord. That's very endearing. Yuri wasn't thinking. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lord, I have a request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall longer than bending over on my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. There's a certain weight that's in a particular place that's sort of... I can see why that would be trouble. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Yeah, and I can imagine why you have back pain. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over, like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So, it's funny that they even addressed what I was thinking. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Oh, I have Reese's. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take some, and since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Is your reading posture in the way? Both of them? Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? You can't. That's the point. Yuri always was always kind of cute. Kind of. You ignorant bastard. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup? She hands me my teacup. Holding with my hand that's not my holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. You're not even gonna mention that, oh, when she hands the cup, your fingertips touched? Oh, the euphoria. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh, because she's like, cup? Yes. Okay, yeah, because she's doing that. Okay. Gotcha. Meanwhile, because I was like, why would she, like, cup? Oh, yeah, how could you touch her chest from up here? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading, and nothing else. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put my teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I don't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it flat. Wait. Hold up. Am I gonna feed her? She's so cute. Am I gonna feed her? She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it in my mouth. And then I take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. Oh, that's so adorable! I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. And just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly beaks. What, did you think it was my finger? Did I just... Oh, you were spacing out. Okay. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Lord? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. Holy I see. The situation has gotten really intense. Yuri tries to turn the book. But then I can't tell just by her expression that even she can't focus right now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. Why are you staring at her chest for? But I guess it's noticeable, like, sort of thing. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Oh! Monica, thank you for stopping. Or not. That you what? Yuri jolts back. it's time to share poems. Lord, can you help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? But, yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell was abruptly broken. I'll take care of the teacups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, I hastily clean up without such a sword between us. Yeah, I get a feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Unless we're alone in a bedroom. What, you guys never did that? I mean, I didn't. All right, who do I share my poem with first? I'm gonna get a Reese's cup. Reese's sponsor me. All right, let's just go down the list. Siri, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You doing good? I should probably save here. Page 2. There we go. It's nice, I guess. Come on. I can already tell you don't like it. Well, I don't need to. You don't need to worry about that, I think. What I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, and it's just what I was hoping for. And that makes me happy! Really happy! And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Lord. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You go play with everyone else now. Play? Okay. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I really want to help see. It's now I'm in a dilemma. Be with and help Sayori. Or be with someone like I really, really like. Natsuki, of course, is gonna be a yeah, no thanks. You didn't even next. A bit of a there, didn't she? All right, Yuri. Hi. Lord, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining, and I really wanted to try to give it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. The music in this is really, really good. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer patience to her. Yeah, it's just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared what you're writing before? Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? Again. Huh. Even your close friends? For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly. Lord, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just would know that would make you a really good friend. Cheerful people, or always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So, when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Lord. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to make people I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. And I know I'm a difficult person, Lord. I speak so slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you would put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a sheer blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But bless you. But beneath a gray what the fuck is happening to me? But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth for forevermore. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful. Interpret that as you may. I have my own meaning in my head, but that was really beautiful. I'm aware that the beach is a kind of inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, I was amusing that it was amusing that we both wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Natsuki didn't even let me read her poem. I pointed that out. So I didn't even have much time to contribute. I suppose to... Well, what the... Blah, blah, blah. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. I knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. Yeah. Freshman. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went on with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad that I write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm down with my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. And now, Monica! Your poem ended with like a very vague sort of note. Hi, Lord. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Oh, okay. No pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see it. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not the only one, only getting more comfortable with your style. But the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering. But have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. I wouldn't say romantic. I think they're very poetic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or, well, she's talking about literature, but it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. No, she reads me very well. Calm down, just kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Don't toy with me like that, Monica. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you, right? All right? All right. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that is ever thought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with hope, with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall ever even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand is a beautiful lady. I look in her eyes and find no end in her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, in which all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up the gust of wind. That's better? That was pretty good, though. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. You know, I don't really put much thought into anything. No, I'm dumb as a bag of rocks in a tool shed. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? That's true. News. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. And it will take you a while to make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. All right. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Let me save. Doop. Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now?
What? It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? What are you talking about? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. What is everybody talking about? In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on!
Actually, she just wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Why was that in quotes? Why was it as if I was saying that? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So, let's decide on what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them. So, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, I'm gonna be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, it's not that at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit for, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, so you should make some banners and decorations to set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About what? Wait, what? Oh, hang on. About that, not about what. Wrong bit. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Lord. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, you, both Natsuki and Yuri, have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Would you probably go along with give one of them a hand? Yes! You could always help me out as well. That's true. I would really be appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to the suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little help. Well,
even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. You should. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If you recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Lord may not like to be around if you only make them Lord may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to be assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Lord to...
What are you saying? What? It would be extremely meticulous to work in,
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. And in the end, I think it's up to Lord to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Or I'm not surprised as well. I was just saying, though...
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Lord, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, can we just get on with picking Yuri? Everyone's looking straight at me. Thank you. Oh, Sayori's here too. But of course I'm going with. I didn't realize Sayori was gonna be here as well. But, you know, as a good of a friend would be to check up on somebody who is feeling the way Sayori is. Would be a great friend. However, they would also be a great friend if to respect that friend's privacy and space and whatnot. If they really wanted to be alone, just let them be alone. Let them and just. I don't know, but like I understand both sides of the spectrum because I'm also that way. But Monica, Yuri, I chose Yuri before, and I said it before. If there's a chance to hang out with Yuri later, I will do it. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me?
Are you serious? Why would you?
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying. Ugh.
So you'll be helping out with Yuri then, Lord?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overlooking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you will be able to handle the baking yourself?
I mean, yeah. I already said I'll be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. I mean, she said that she could do it herself. She literally said that. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yep, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. I'm sorry, is everyone turned on? Would that be the word that you're looking for, Yuri? But I suppose I'm looking forward to it for a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Lord? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki?
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Lord picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. And they go really well with the tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare for that. So.
I get it. I'm kind of surprised though.
Well, why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. And I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
Oh, they're making up for everything. So, Sayori, it's fine if Sayori isn't here. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki said, isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer, I have trouble with words, for fuck's sake. Trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was just trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. But Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm Batman. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best cupcakes part of the whole event!
I believe you. Yeah!
Oh yeah.
I hope to see everyone do their best. And with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, I'll get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yes, Yuri? Oh? I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. You want my phone number? Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'd be the best way, yes. All right then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Oh, is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide to press Yuri for no reason. I decide not to press Yuri for some reason. It's not like it should matter much either way. So I just needed to make sure that my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Lord. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason that is most You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all that there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and it relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah? I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Yeah. I mean, not every day like a college student owns a house and for the first time a girl's coming over, Just saying. College stuff. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Maybe. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously cannot wait. See now, it's already Sunday? Yes, it is, but for now, we'll save it here, guys. Now, I don't think it would be too fast because it's been a few days. It's been gradually going towards that direction that Yuri and I will be somewhat of a thing. When I first opened this, I actually thought this game was going to be like a hentai dating game. But then when I started reading up on it, I was like, oh. But I'm curious as to where this goes. I doubt it's going where I think it's going, as not that I've played any hentai games, I promise. I'm definitely wondering what's up with Sayori. I think she's either depressed that she's not able to, be with me in a way. She's definitely depressed. She has my number. Like, if she wants to contact me, she can. When she feels comfortable. I don't want to just rush things and, just make things awkward and uncomfortable later. So, trust me, I've dealt with this before. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. You know the gist. And I will see all of you beautiful faces in the next episode video. Toodle pip!